Hi everyone. I got on the mail some, I'm not gonna say one of a kind because there's more than one, but let's say some pretty unique nail polish from places like Polish Pickup and Handmade Creations. So for those of you who are not familiar with Polish Pickup and HHC, these are collaborations, monthly collaborations that indie brands do around the theme. And generally the polishes on these places are like 100 units to 100 units only for that particular collaboration. So I really I wait sometimes. I wait for that time of the month to come where I can shop on Polish Pickup or Handmade Creations or Polished Gamers, and I sometimes buy some pretty unique polishes. So I have some polishes from the past 2 months perhaps, and here they are. So this first one is from Vanessa Molina. She is a Brazilian indie brand, indie maker, and she did this one for the November 2021 Polish Pickup. This is a magnetic polish, which means that the color changes when you have a magnet close by. So this might be kind of interesting color shift to it. And I also have Supreme Thunder. This is actually not a collaboration, I'm thinking. This is a pre-order from Ethereal Polishes. This one took a little while to come. I guess that's why it ended up in the bag with the collaborations. Because the interesting thing about collaborations is that you buy and then it takes a few weeks for them to ship to you because they are made to order. So alright, this is another Polish Pickup, November 2021, Splendor by DRK. This brand makes some really cool toppers, so you can wear them on their own, but generally you wear them on top of another polish, and they give it a really interesting shift. The next one is Glisten and Glow for the November 2021 Polish Pickup as well. This is my first Glisten and Glow polish. I heard so much about the brand, but for whatever reason it never clicked. The color of the polish with the collaboration that was going on at the time, just never purchased any from them. So I'm really, really interested in seeing how this one's gonna perform. And then the last one is I blow stuff up for Handmade Creations, December 2021. And this is a really interesting What is this? Fuchsia Pink by Phoenix in the polish. So I was thinking, I wanted my nails today, and I was thinking we could swatch them on these little swatch thingies I have here, and then pick one and do my nails with it. So let me open this up. And show you how the swatches look like. So they come in this little ring, and then you put the polish in there, and then you can slide the ring inside the polish. So if you have a sizable collection like I do, you sometimes forget how the polish looks like on the nail. So this helps a lot. And then after you've done the swatch, you can kind of put it on top of your nail and see how it's going to look like. So we need 5 swatches, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then once we swatch them, I can see which one I'm the mood for, and then we can put them on. So the first one we're gonna try is this magnetic. I think it's the only magnetic in the bunch. I'm gonna need a magnet. Okay, so here I have one, and what I do is like you put the magnet really close to the polish, and then it changes, and you can make some cool texture shapes, play around with how it's gonna look like. So maybe let's do this one first. I'm gonna give it a little shake. And we're gonna try Blooming from Vanessa Molina. There you go. This one's really tough to open. I think it might be because it's like 17 degrees outside. It got a little frozen. Okay. So let's do it. So I'm gonna give it the first coat as a little sheer. They have a good brush. Vanessa Molina being a Brazilian brand, they don't ship to the US. So the only way to get her polishes is through those polish pickup and their kind of collaborations. So here we have Ethereal Polish, Supreme Thunder. So this one definitely needs a little shake. Okay, that one was not as hard. I don't like the way this looks. It has this little, like, you know, pieces of extra plastic. Let's see if I can get rid of them. No, I'll take a new one. I think it's coming out. Good. Okay. So just loved the swatch of this one on the website. I do hope that I can make it somewhere close. Also very sheer in the first coat. A lot of those indie polishes with hollow and glitter, they are pretty thin because part of their appeal is how you can layer them and get all these you know, layers and shades of color. You can see through each layer. So we're gonna give it this one a try. This is the RK Splendor, and I actually use a lot of the RK's polishes on their own. I'm not a very big layering person. I guess I'm too lazy. And I generally think they actually look really cool on their own, also very sheer. So I might just do that, especially because most indie polishes I get are very sparkly, so they don't normally need a lot of more sparkle than they already have. So this is Glisten and Gold, and this one actually does have like the easier one. It does have, like, if you look, sometimes you can see the little balls, you know, the ones that shake the polish up when you inside the bottle. So this one, here it goes. There you go. Still, you cannot see the color too much still, this first coat, but this is how it's looking like so far. It's kind of milky, but I'm sure it'll melt down. And the last one is Phoenix. I blow stuff up. I don't think I need to shake this one. So, this one was a little hard. Not as hard as Vanessa Molina, but it was a little bit more stuck. So let's see. I'm thinking this one is going to be a little bit more pigment than the first one. Yes, it is. You can actually see how it's going to turn out. There you go. I made a bubble here. And this is it so far. And now, I'm not going to fully wait for it to dry yet. I'm just going to go for that second coat. And we should start seeing how it's going to look like. This one is the magnetic one. So we're actually going to use the magnet this time. Okay. So now you can see without the magnet. And we're going to put the magnet on close but without touching. And we should see a beautiful sparkly line, diagonal line on the polish. And you get as close as you can, but you don't really touch it. So here you go. Cool, right? This is really, really nice. I like this one. This is not gonna look like on my nails if I had them. So now I'm gonna close this, and I'm not gonna slide it through yet. I'm just gonna leave it here to dry. So now we go to the green, sparkly material polish. And let's see how the second coat looks like. Okay, now it's looking much more cool. And you can actually see, let's see if I can get a little bit of, there's a little bit of, okay, was that a pink orange shift? I really like it. I'm very happy with my purchases so far. So I think it's still a little sheer, so I should probably give this one a third coat. Now, dear K, is this going to be sheer? We're not going to be able to build this one up because it is supposed to be a popper. But we're going to do one more. Then we can see how it's going to look like. And you can see that there is a blue orange shift to it, right? And it's more, I like that kind of polish because I actually work in an office and I love crazy polishes, but sometimes, depending who you're gonna meet, may not be really work appropriate. So I like having some kind of neutral, I don't think I only need neutral polishes, but kind of neutral, but that has a little oomph, a little something different about them. There you go. Maybe my second coat was a little too thick for it. It's okay. It leveled quite a lot, so it's gonna look good even if your application isn't the best. So I like this. Oh, this is so cute. I love blue. Actually, if you go to my closet and look at my collection, I think like 50% is like blue and greens, and then the other 50% is literally every other color. But the ones I love the most are blue. I really like this. It's a good contender to be making an appearance on my nails by the end of the video. And this one, we need one more as well. There you go. This really, all of them have a really good formula. So one thing that actually I don't like about most drugstore polishes is that if your application is not perfect, it will show every single streak. And I obviously am generalizing, right? There's some really good formulas out there, but there's also a lot of duds, and I don't normally get duds from indie polishes. This is really nice too. Now I'm in doubt. What do I do? This one. This one. I like this one too. But I think I'm on the mood for the pink because I'm working from home this week, so I can be a little, what's the word? I don't know, adventurous. I think that's the word I was looking for. So we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna slide closet, and then next time I want to do my nails, I can look at how the swatch looks like. And I can see what I'm in the mood for. This one has a bit of a thick lid, so I'm going to put it the other way around, because if I slide it all the way down, it's going to break the ring. So there you go. This is really cute, also really office appropriate. And you can really tell on the video, but it has like a I don't know, the glitter is not exactly round, it's a little bit like a little line, and it looks cool when you put it on. It like brushes all of them in the same direction. This one is also going to meet my office soon, but not today. Here you go. This is how it looks like after 2 coats. This is the blue. Really nice, and looks exactly like on the bottle. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes when they're on the nail with only 2 coats or 3, they don't look lasting like in the bottle. But this one does. And then the pink. Okay, so now I'm back, and this one actually dries really quickly. I think it was more like 2 minutes, did 5. So now what I have is my much worn cleanup brush with lots of, damage from acetone and other nail polish and other stuff that I use on my nails that just got stuck, and there's no cleaning this up now. I got this one in Leaf Love polish, but I have others. I just really like this one because it has a little lid like this. I don't know, I think it's neat. So we're gonna do the pink. So here, I'm actually gonna, it's not working, I was thinking. It's too far from the camera and I can't paint color on the air, so I'm just putting this little box here and using that to steady my hands. So there you go. I'm of the kind that I don't like to touch my cuticles when I'm painting my nails. I know some people do, and they actually do an excess and then they clean it up. I'm of the OCD kind, I guess, and I like it clean from the beginning. The only thing is when my nails are short like this, I mess it up when I have to put it on the free edge. So that's when I clean it up. But I take an immense pleasure for whatever reason when I get to do a full manicure without having to clean up once. This is not going to be the case today with my nails at this length. Let's see, I could almost get away with 1 coat. I'm thinking seriously if I shouldn't. It looks so good. Look at that. It's a lot of pigment. I always find incredible how some brands manage to do really pigmented color with these like micro holos and micro glitters and still get the glitter to show. Because what I would think would happen is that a pigmented saturated color would just kill the glitter and like not show the layers of color, I'd say. But it doesn't happen to some brands. I have some polishes like that. Amongst my favorite. Miracle of chemistry, I guess. So now you're looking at me doing this at with my dominant hand, which is much cleaner than it would be when I start painting with my left hand. But over the many years that I do my polish, and just in case you're wondering why there's that noise and why I'm dipping my brush, I'm actually using like straight on the acetone bottle. I should probably use a little dish or something, not to mix the acetone with the polish, but to be honest, like I go through acetone so quickly that it never actually lasts long enough to get spoiled with polish. So not a problem for me for sure. When I was traveling to Brazil, I got it. Apparently it's forbidden to buy acetone there. The only thing you can get on the drugstore is acetone based or acetone mixes. And they have some actually pretty good mixes there. I tried some here, but they just never seem to be able to get rid of my top coat. Well, there, maybe the mix is stronger, I don't know. But if you do know an acetone mix that you think is good, I'd love to know. Because for someone who has extremely dry cuticles like I do, using acetone straight on the nails just make the problem worse. But it's either that or then just rubbing something else on my nails, some other chemical on my hands and nails for so long to take it off that I don't know, I just don't have the patience. And also I learned that I really like changing my nail color. So for me, ease of removal is key. That's why I don't do well with gel polish. Because it doesn't really last that long for me. I don't know. Maybe a week or two. And then it starts chipping, if you can believe it. And it damages the nails a lot. My nails are thin. If I wear gel, they just become paper thin. And then you can not wear gel, because it's the only thing to make them hold up. But it's still, it's a lot of damage, not a lot of wear. And then I feel like it takes much longer to take it out than it did to put it on. And for someone like me who likes changing colors once or twice a week, I don't know, I didn't adapt well to gel. I heard that you could put the gel on top of, the gel top coat on top of this one actually doesn't need cleanup, on top of the regular polish, but I haven't tried doing that. I just scared of taking 2 hours to take the polish out, or having to soak my nails in acetone, or having to use a drill or something like that. It's simpler. And I actually have some pretty good top coats, so it's not a matter of, you know, keeping the nails sparkly. You know, the gel top coats, they keep their sparkle and like the glass look for much longer than a regular top coat. So I guess the advantage is that I wouldn't have to reapply the top coat at all if I were wearing gel. When I have the guts to go through the removal process again, I will give it a try. Okay, so we gave it the first coat. And what everybody says is that you now wait 5 minutes and then you do it the second coat, which I never do. I just assume that by the time that I get to the pinky, the pinky on this hand is already dry. So I'm just gonna go for it. And it tends to work well for 2 coats. But it's definitely not true if you need to do 3 coats. I sometimes swatch or try out polishes that need 2 coats, but I rarely go for them again because I'm, you know, time challenged. Or at least, I don't know, everybody's time challenged, but it's up to us how we choose to spend our free time. And although I love nail polish, watching paint dry isn't really my favorite pastime. There you go. I'm being a little heavy-handed on my second coat. Generally can be much thinner, especially when it's so pigmented like this one. And there's no reason to go too heavy on it. Actually, I'm not regretting putting the second coat on. It's I don't know, it gives it more dimension, I guess, or less dimension. I don't know. So okay, so that's how it's looking like right now. And for those of you who don't know, I have an Instagram with my nails and swatches. So if you really like that stuff, I'll put the link below so you can see it. It's really nice. It's almost neon, but it has that little blue sparkle, very faint, really nice. So on the other hand, not so heavy, not so heavy. Let's do it. Okay. Okay, much better. I generally, I don't know if there's just no, I saw mixed opinions about that, but I only go on the free edge on the first coat, not on the second. For no reason really, maybe I don't feel I need to, but it makes the second coat much more efficient. And as I say that, I just do the free edge of that one on the second coat. How our brain works. It's like, don't think about the polar bear thing. And then it's all you can think about. And so it is. Okay. Nice. Okay, last one. So I'm hoping that future videos will see me with slightly longer nails. So what happened was that I recently traveled abroad. My family is overseas, and my kids haven't seen them in a while because of, all the COVID stuff going on. So we finally went to visit them, and it's summer there, and I spent the whole time on the beach. So my nails can't survive water very well, so I need to keep them more on the short side. And now it just came back, and I plan on letting them grow a little bit. My nails don't actually grow a lot, as they break after a certain point, and to avoid breakages I need to keep them under a certain length. But my preferred length is a little bit longer than this. Alright, so we let it dry a little bit. This one we're done with, and I'm just gonna slide the swatch in like the others. And where did I put? Oh, there you go. The top coat. So this is my favorite, and it's almost at the end, like below halfway through, and it's the Spitzetter from Essie. I don't know, this is the one that is the fastest drying for me without being shrinking. So for those of you who are not into a lot of nail polish, you're not nail polish obsessed like me, nail polish shrinkage is when in the process of drying, the nail polish actually reduces in size, and it may leave the tips of your nails exposed without polish, even though you did put polish there. And I find that fast drying top coats tend to do that a lot more than the others. But this one, I don't get that. I don't know if it's something about my nails, the chemicals of my body, or if it's the quality of the top coat. I know that not everybody's in love with this one, so it might just be me. But it works really well for me, and I get zero shrinkage. And I can put it wet, and I can put it on the nail polish while wet, and I can put it on the nail polish while dry, and I never get any shrinkage. With other top coats from Essie, like I think there's what's called gel setter. It's a little bit more popular than this one. It does shrink every single time, and I've tried everything, and I really like that one because it gives you like a glass finish. This one is not as glassy. You can probably tell because it's wet, but the other one is like, I don't know, like very, very gel-like. But this one doesn't shrink, and I can always put my a second coat of top polish with a glassy finish tomorrow, and then it won't shrink either. Almost times. Some of them still do, but gel setter does not, and I hate shrinking nail polish. I can't stand it. I have to take it away. I have to take it out of my nails right away. So this is my favorite one. It works with my body and my I don't know. Do you find that you get shrinkage from this one? I read some reviews where people say they did, but then why doesn't it happen for me? Did they change the formula? Do you think you get different results for different people with the same the same product on the nails. I mean, I know that on the skin and with makeup you would, but on the nails, I guess you could, but not so obvious how for me. Alright, so now we're all done. We're good. Just wait for it to dry, and I'll put the link down below if you want to see the swatches of this one in like different lights, or like this one is like most of my polishes. This one was for December. Hella Handmade Creations, HHC December. So this one you can't get anymore. Occasionally they do some like revivals. They respawn, they call, and you can get an old polish from a previous month back, but it's very rare, and I don't really know what the criteria is. So, well, if you like it, I hope you got it in December. If you like it and you didn't get it in December, I hope you got lucky and it respawns at some point in the future. But the cool thing about these is that you have different polishes every month, and all of them are really cool. So you may not get this one, but you're gonna get something cool, I'm sure. So anyway, this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. This is actually my first video ever. I hope it turned out audible and the camera kept on focus most of the time. And since this is like ASMR-ish, I hope you got some time to relax as well. I know that I find nail polish and manicure and makeup I know, that kind of thing, I find it very relaxing, because when I do my nails, it means that I had 30 minutes uninterrupted to take care of myself. No one has asked me to make them a snack or reach something for them or do something for them, because otherwise, my nails will be ruined. So for me, that's a huge luxury, that I got a reasonable amount of time, like 30-40 minutes, just for me, with no interruption. So when I look at my nails and they're done, I remember I got that time for myself, and it makes me feel great. That's what a fresh manicure is for me. Anyway, have a great day or night, and we'll see each other sometime. This is a hobby for me, so whenever I have 30 or 40 minutes free, I'll be back. Bye, everyone.